your drum fills won't suck as much. Hi, I'm Felipe Drago and welcome to Drago Drums. So today is the second lesson of the drum fills. Subscribe to the channel, press the bell so you'll be up to date with everything I'm doing, specifically for the drum fill series, where it's going to be a lengthy series. I'm going to go deep into drum fills, and it's good if you keep following so your drum fills will improve or basically stop sucking. In the first lesson, I started with the very basics, one note per beat, quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This was the beginning. Today, we're going to play 2 notes per beat, the 8th note. The beat is here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in order to play 2 notes in one beat, in between the beats, I'm going to count and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. This is the 8th note, okay? So here on the screen, the fun section of my book, Play the Drums. Here's the book. You can find it on Amazon or Hudson Music, the ebook. Then you can have it anywhere. Okay, so let's get to it. As I said, 2 notes per beat. In the first exercise, we're going to play just a drum fill on the last beat, beat 4. A good thing besides counting the beats, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, it's also counting the bars, because as we did in the first lesson, the drum fill happens on the 4th bar. So you play 3 bars of the groove, starting on the crash cymbal, and then on the 4th bar, you're going to play the fill. The fill could be the whole bar, half the bar, 3 beats of the bar, the last beat of the bar, which is the case of this first exercise. So at the last beat of the bar on 4, we're going to play the drum fill on the snare. So come with me. I'm going to do the first exercise, counting the beats and the bars. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Play along with me if you can. If it's too fast for you, slow down. Now, the second exercise, I'm going to play the last 2 beats of the 4th bar, beats 3 and 4. Same thing, 3 bars of the groove playing on the crash cymbal, and 3 and 4 on the 4th bar, the drum fill on the snare drum. It's better if you have the book to follow. If you don't, I think you can follow as well, but let's concentrate on the fills. First time around, I'm going to count the beats and the bars. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. These exercises are on page 30 and 31 in my book, Play the Drums. I played the exercise 4 times. You need to play as many times as necessary for you to get it right or even to internalize in your system, because that's the important thing. Internalize these things in your system. It's not enough only to practice until you get it right. You need to practice until you cannot get it wrong. Big difference. Now, exercise 3, we're playing the drum fill at the exact same spot. The difference is I'm playing both hands at the same time, right hand on the floor tom, left hand on the snare drum. And this is a very, very, very common resource we have in drumming, especially for what we call crescendos. So exercise 3, the drum fill starting on the third beat of the fourth bar, both hands at the same time, right hand on the floor tom, left hand on the snare drum. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So far, I played single strokes, right, left, right, left, right, left, and both hands at the same time. Some people also call this as the power eighth notes. Anyway, I digress. Now, let's play still on the third beat of the fourth bar, but now I'm going to play right, right, left, left. First time, I'm going to play just on the snare. This exercise is not actually in the book, but I'm going to play first just on the snare, right, right, left, left. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And now I'm going to play exercise 4 on page 30, which is right, right, left, left, the left playing tom 1. Okay, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, I finished twice on this crash cymbal, once on this one, and once on the right cymbal. Reason being is, first of all, create variety and also create a little bit of coordination of where you're going on the drum kit to avoid going always the same places in the same direction. The other thing is, because I'm playing two left hands on the tom, to cross over there to play the crash cymbal is a little bit harder. So it's easier if I crash on the other side. And obviously, if you don't, I have, or in this case, my students have a crash cymbal on this side of the drum kit. But you can crash on the right cymbal as well, no problem, okay? Now, exercise 5, still starting on beat 3 on the 4th bar. We're gonna go all over the kit, one note in each drum, but twice as fast as the previous video. So exercise 5 on page 30. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So, because I'm ending on the floor tom, it makes sense to crash on the cymbals that are on the same side as the floor tom. If you don't have a second crash, no problem. Right cymbal crashes as well as. As we did in the first lesson, let's add the bass drum in the drum fill. So still the third beat of the 4th bar, but now the bass drum is part of the drum fill, making you playing the bass drum twice in a row. So here we go. Exercise 6 now on page 31, if you are following the book. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... And now let's create variety, playing the hands on other drums. I'm going to play this time snare, tom 1, floor tom, and then bass drum, right? Right, left, right, bass. I'm going to do this and then do another exercise, but you can create as many different variations as you can, even going with one hand below the other. Why not? Use your own creativity. So now, for those who have the book, exercise 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... One more thing, both the exercise from the first lesson and now these exercises, you can apply to play-alongs. If you go to Hudson Music, you can download just the play-alongs to my book. And with those, you can get some charts that explore the drum fills a little bit further. So you can practice each of these exercises with the play-alongs in the book, but also there are charts that help you to explore the fills a little bit more. My suggestion is first play the play-alongs with the exercises, like over and over and over and over again, and then later go over the charts, okay? Now, let's play a drum fill using the whole fourth bar. And we're gonna start just on the snare, single strokes, right, left, right, left, right, left. So here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Next exercise, the same drum fill, but now around the kit. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And as I have been doing, because I'm finishing on the floor tom, I'm going to be using the cymbals on the same side as the floor tom. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now double strokes, right, right, left, left, only on the snare. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I only play twice, you play more. Now, the next exercise, the same fill, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. next exercise, the paradiddle. Yes, single strokes, double strokes. Why not combining them with the paradiddle? Well, it has already been done and it's called a paradiddle. So let's use now the paradiddle as a drum fill. Again, starting on the snare. Piece of advice, every time you're starting a new drum fill, a phrase you have in your head, first work it out just on the snare and then later orchestrate it. Okay? So here we go. Next exercise, the paradiddle on the snare. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. As always, play as many times it's necessary. And now let's orchestrate it. And the paradiddle in eighth notes can be orchestrated in a very interesting and creative way. Because instead of just going right, left, right, right, left, left, which is kind of hard because there's all this thing here. How about if the right hand goes around the kit and the left hand stays on the snare? Right, left, left. Listen, sounds really good. So here we go. The next exercise. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Another way you can orchestrate the paradiddle is, for example, I'm going to play a beat. I'm going to play just once, but a beat using that orchestration. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And if you have the book, you can do that with the other coordination exercises. For example, our coordination exercise number 6, right, left, right, left. You can go. Or any way you can think of. Same thing with exercise number 7. Right, left, right, left. Or any way you can think. So, this is the second lesson. Keep practicing. Let's build quarter notes, now eighth notes. You're going to see that your drum fills are going to improve massively if you stick to practicing what is proposed on the week. There's a lot more to come, so don't try to rush. If you are an absolute beginner, this is the way to build your drum fills. If you already have been playing for some time, this is a great time to strip things down, to go back to basics, build a strong foundation. So when it gets more complicated and or more complex, you will have no trouble at all. Okay, thank you very much. Again, subscribe to the channel, press the bell, Keep up to date with the content. In the comments, ask me any doubts you may have. Make any comments, suggestions you may have as well. I read them all. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye.